Today we are going to go over 5 Unity tips you need to know to become more productive. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one of the most amazing Unity tips I ever seen. Use presets to reuse the component settings. To create preset, hit the small button above the component you want to get the preset for and hit create new preset. Now let's choose the location where you want to save and give it a name. I will call it image preset and hit save. Now we have our preset saved. Now if you want to apply this preset to any other object in your scene, select that object, go to the image component, hit this small icon again, and you will see the preset list there. So you can now hit that preset, and as you see, the graphics has changed for the play button. If I select none, I will get the original graphic. So this is how to use the presets. You can get the preset for every single component. So if I want to create another object with this preset, I can grab this preset, drop it into the scene object, and the new game object with that preset will be created. So as you can see, I have the game object with the image component, which have already the source image applied. You can also create the default values for any of the component. Go to the Edit, Project Settings, and select the Preset Manager. Now you can hit this Add Defaults, select component to which you want to set the preset. I will call it image component. And for the image component, every time we add the image component to the object, I want to get the preset set. So I will hit this small dot and select my preset. And I have this preset for the image. Now I can close this window. Let's add new object. Let's add image component. And as you see, when I add image component, the preset value will be automatically applied to that image. This is gonna be the default value. So hopefully that was useful. Use editor Gizmo to locate and display the empty object. If you want to add empty object in your scene for different purpose, you can right click create empty, but you cannot see the object. You cannot see the position of the object. You can change that by selecting the object, go to this Gizmo dropdown and select any of the predefined Gizmo. This can give you some indication where the object is, but sometimes you want to load the specific image, so you can select the object, go to the Gizmo again and hit the other. And now you can select any other sprite or graphic you want to display. And this is gonna be your Gizmo. If you have multiple objects with the Gizmo, you can go to the Gizmo control panel and you can disable all of the Gizmos or you can specify which Gizmo you want to change. You can also change the size. You can change the visibility of any of the Gizmo within your editor. Sprite Atlas. Use the Sprite Atlas within your game to decrease the size and save some performance. To create the Sprite Atlas, just right-click, create 2D, and then Sprite Atlas. Now we can drag and drop the texture we want to pack. So I will select few of them, just drag and drop them to the object for packing, and we can preview our Sprite Atlas. This will let you export just one texture and change the position which you want to display on your object. Check out my Sprite Atlas tutorial if you want to know more how to use it. Link is in the description below this video. Object selection and visibility. Change the selection and visibility of the object within the editor. Sometimes when you work on the larger project or have the large scene load in, you will face the issue with selection of the objects when you try to select the object which is standing behind another object. And very often you will go to the inspector to disable it from here. This can, however, cause the issue if you forget to enable the objects back, as the object won't be visible in the game. To avoid that, you can use built-in Unity functionality to change the visibility of the object within the scene only. In order to do that, you can select the object, go to the hierarchy window. On the left hand side, you click this eye icon to hide the object. You can hide multiple objects. Every time you hide the object, at the top of the toolbar you will see the eye icon, so you can toggle the visibility of all of the objects you have hide. So this is very useful functionality if you want to disable part of your scene or some specific objects. In order to enable it back, you can go to the object itself and disable that eye. The same with the selection. You can change the selection of the objects. So as you can see, next to the eye you have the hand icon. If you select that hand, you won't be able to select this object now, as the selection for this object is disabled. In order to enable the selection, you can hit the hand icon again and the object is selectable. Selection base attribute. When you have multiple meshes which contain submeshes and you want to have easier to select the submesh from the bigger mesh. So let me give you an example. So as you can see, I have the some meshes already. I have the door mesh, which have the one submesh, which is actually the wall door. If in the editor I want to select just the door, just the submesh, currently it's not possible because when I click, I select the door. I need to double click on that submesh to select it. In order to make this easier, we can add the script to our submesh. So I have prepared the selection script, which is just the empty C# script. I can edit it. And as you see, this is the empty script. And now if I put the selection base attribute at the top and save it, when I now try to select the door are selected on the first click. And then if I can also click select the parent as well. So this is sometimes useful when you have a lot of submeshes and you are annoyed of selecting the specific mesh. Subscribe and turn on notification so you don't miss more videos about game development with Unity and much more. Check out this Block Adventure playlist to learn how to make and release your first Unity game. I will see you in the next video. Take care.